All right.
Alright.
You know what? I'd love to get you guys to do me a theme song, just like a 20-second jingle.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, I'll give you.
I
I
think
think the theme song.
Welcome to 109.9 The Derp. Tonight's episode of The DerpLine is brought to you by Spandex Cameras. Thank you very much.
Is that his username, or did you just make that up?
No, it's...
What have I told you about trying to be clever? Hi, ladies and gentlemen of Desert Bus. Welcome to 109.57321. The DerpLine. I think we can
Who was it?
just start the show with some questions, because that seems to be what people tune into this for.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Who will scratch my head now?
Nick Johnson.
the mites, the scalp mites that Kim filled your follicles with.
So,
That's sad.
this was contributed by Nick Johnson, you said?
Nick Johnson,
So-
big ups to Nick Johnson
So
for
who
single-handedly
has any
giving us the
questions?
first 15 minutes of this DerpLine tonight.
Spandex
So thanks very much for opening your wallet and.
So let's take the
Opening my
let's take
lungs.
a call from Nick Johnson first.
Oh, I think we should take a
Alright.
call from Nick
We have
Johnson.
a question from Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson, you're on the line.
You're on the air.
He needs a second. He's lagging.
Typing.
You know, it's ridiculous.
Dear
that-
Dr. Derp, my girlfriend just left me to go pick onions in the outback for 5 weeks. Should I be worried?
Picking onions in the outback. What? Is that a thing that people do? It's just like, I don't mean to alarm you. That sounds like code for like I have a liaison in, like 3 doors down. It's like, I'm going to go to Australia for the weekend. Don't look for me in town. I'm picking. Looks around. It's like, oh, I got this pizza box. Oh, yeah, I'm picking onions. But in all sincerity, I'm sure it's just your girlfriend has a very, very weird onion fetish.
She says that the onions won't pick themselves.
Well, that's not strictly speaking true. There's a laboratory in the southern United States that's working right now on a self-picking onion, which has a lot of promise. It's just by cutting the workload in half of the farmer, it boasts the ability to increase its crop yield by about 4 times. They are working the bugs out, of course, because sometimes they pick themselves so hard that they achieve low orbit. They just sort of fire right up like a rocket. It's it uses genetic engineering, which causes the plant to naturally form a type of high explosive in the stem region, which detonates when it reaches maturity and frees the plant from its stem. So,
Ring, ring.
ring ring, you're on the air. Didn't I put you in a drawer?
Were you serious about that comment, Avalon?
I'm trying to get yes. Really? That many times? Were you not sore? Okay, well, you want to get some lanolin for next time. Uh-huh. Okay, and if that's not available, Vaseline or, I want to say axle grease, but you usually have to run that through a strainer a few times just to get the stuff out. Cool. Well, best of luck with that. Cool. I think we're going to take a break from calls for just a minute, and I'd like to reach my hand out to our next favorite section called Pando, where I'm just going to put my hand out and I'm going to have disappointment put into it.
That's been waiting for 2 days, Alex.
show the camera, maybe it doesn't count.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
Maybe I saved myself from getting clubbed by just holding my arm like this.
Apparently it's
And,
being seen by chat though.
They can see.
And
We already saw what they said.
yeah, well, you know, all I got to do is hold this out, and I don't really care if my arm goes necrotic.
We had to upgrade. We ran out of small ones. We're sorry.
Oh, what a shame. How sad for you. That, you know what? That is just a real drag. I'm gonna cry into my pillow tonight that you had to do that. Oh man, was this expensive? Did it cost a lot? How long were you waiting in line to pick it up? And you had to carry it here and like put it in the corner. I hate you guys. Just seething droplets of pure rage running down my brow right now. Although it might just be sweat because this is really heavy. Well, I guess this is going to have to happen at some point. Oh my god. 1783. The year that I could never be happy. Attention, contents under pressure. How like me this bottle is.
How prophetic.
How very prophetic. Carbonated water, sodium bicarbonate. Cool. You know, just, did they really have to add that extra ingredient? I think they just, this is a padded list is what it is. You know, they thought it looked stupid just to say carbonated water. Or like carbonation and water.
I cannot tell you how happy I am, Nick Johnson, that you paid for a $200 cup. You're my hero.
Well, this is why Daddy drinks. You know you did this to me. I can open up the phone lines and give him a piece of my mind.
How did it end up in his hand? We played it, reach out his hand. The first time he saw that, I'm like, this has to be repeated.
The phone lines are awfully slow tonight. Maybe the operator died of a club overdose.
Yeah, Dr. Derp. I got a certain body part stuck in a cursed tree. How can I escape this horrible tomb?
A certain body part stuck in a tree.
Indeed.
A cursed tree.
And a cursed tree is this just a tree you're not particularly fond of, or is it actually bewitched by eldritch magic?
Indeed. There were many witches who coerced me to stick my body part into this tree under pain of something.
Cool. I would ask you what the body part is, but I think it would be funnier if it was 20 questions. Is it
Oh,
your,
goody, I like games.
is it your penis?
Yes! Do you have another question for my penis?
No,
No.
I think I'm good. We're gonna pretend that this is PG rated at this time of night, but
I can say penis all I want in a G-rated film. It's medical.
it's true. As long as you're not dressed like a doctor, although that might actually make it more creepy. It's just like, I'm the doctor. I like talking about junk.
I need a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I need another doctor.
I'm a doctor
Oh, God.
That's pretty scary. So stuck in a tree, a bewitched tree.
And my fantastic business is stuck inside.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh for you. You're like Merlin, only a pervert. It's like,
Curvlin.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe whoever pulls you out of the tree becomes the, like, I don't know, king of the sex offenders list.
Oh, goody. We need a leader.
Yeah, you know, either that or you just like die of exposure and become an interesting sort of one paragraph on page 4 of the Daily Times.
But no one will understand in 100 years hence when the flesh has fallen from my bones. I'll only be a skeleton leaning on a tree with a mummified Johnson inside.
Again, a single paragraph blurb on page 4. They'll get lots of mileage out of that down at the newspaper.
I'm running out of cell phone battery.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. Tell you what, set an alarm for 14 seconds from now and set the vibrate and ringtone up really, really high.
This is excellent advice.
Cool.
Toodaloo!
Okay. See you later. Hi, we've got a double call going on here.
So, well, you see, I went onto this, site, and, well, you know, the internet stuff, so, and they told me to type something to get on this site, which has free stuff on it, and the stuff, well, I'm not really gonna mention, since, you know, this is a family show and stuff, but they told me to format C drive, and now I can't find any of my stuff. Is that
Yeah.
a bad thing?
You can recover your files, although you'll have to follow this procedure very
Okay.
carefully. Do you have a laptop or a desktop?
I have a, what's the thingy with the thingies?
You have a desktop.
Uh,
Is there a box with spaghetti sticking out of it into another box?
yeah.
Okay, then you have a desktop. One of the pieces of spaghetti sticks into the wall.
Does it taste good?
Yes, it tastes delicious. In fact, the first line of defense is to do a taste test on the spaghetti to make sure that it's still al dente, because if it's al dente, then you're good. If it's overcooked, you're hosed. So what you want to do is just bite down on that spaghetti really, really hard. And if you wake up 4 days later, then it's good.
All right, I'll try that.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
See ya.
Click.
Man, I sure love drinking this stuff. Oh boy, more club soda. You're on the air, not that I care at all.
Dear Dr. Derp, how best overthrow a socialist? A socialist regime. It scrolled off.
Well, then your problem is solved. If the socialist regime has scrolled off, then you're laughing. So we're gonna go to our next call. Click.
Dear Dr. Derp, I woke up this morning to find myself in the middle of a desert. There is a bus here. Exits are north. What should I do?
Get ye flask.
There is no flask.
I can't stress how important it is for you to get ye flask.
I do not see a flask.
Look harder.
I found a flask.
Ah, there you go. No, try to get ye flask.
I get ye flask.
I'm afraid you will find that you cannot get ye flask.
But it's right there.
I know it won't make sense at first, but I assure you that it is not possible for you to get ye flask. But you do need to be aware of the position, because much later in life you will return to this place and get ye flask.
My inventory says no flask.
Yeah, that's because it's still on the ground. I think we covered that.
No, it literally says no flask.
Ah, that's interesting.
What should I do?
Try. There's an inventory glitch that I'm quite fond of, where if you move an item from one square to the next, sometimes it will duplicate it if you do it fast enough. So try to duplicate those two.
Now I have 2 no flasks.
Excellent. Now, I want you to use the combine command on those 2 flasks.
Now I have no Texas Mickey.
Okay, you're making progress. I need you to repeat these steps with each progressive item that you achieve until you get a not on this show item. Okay?
Okay.
And you don't need to tell me when you get that, because
No, I'll stay on the line. I'll stay on the line until I...
right. That was good. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to put my hand out and I'm going to look at it before I accept something that you put in it. Oh, this is 70s drug paraphernalia. If you've ever wondered why there were so many of these around in the 70s, it's because it would reflect light in such a way that it would enter your eye and sort of rattle your brain around.
I can't see it on.
Oh, okay. Well, it's right here. This is the disco ball. Although It was it also goes by other names like
Harvested from only the finest disco.
Rotate 15 degrees.
YMCA Death Star, Mirror Madness.
Your camera's more to the right.
Your camera's to the right.
No, that's not actually true.
I don't get no respect on this show at all.
That's because you've been hired to do the DerpLine. We hired you for a reason. Because you were the lowest
He's the
paid.
derp goat, basically.
Pretty much.
And I shall take all the derp upon myself
Morgan
and
is
take it from that
actually
place.
trying to sleep.
Morgan.
And not crashing the bus.
You're the worst.
Actually, he's actually probably the most talented of the drivers.
Don't listen to him, Tiger.
I'm gonna disagree with that. Anyway,
Power or
we've got
something.
this disco ball, which is where the term ballin' came from, because you go to this club, and because rules were so strict in the 70s, if you got caught with any amount of stuff, you go directly to jail. So what they would do is they would actually install, like you'd pay a fee at the door, and they'd call it a coat charge. It was actually just a like get into the club and get wrecked charge. So they'd put it inside the ball, and it would emit high frequency drug beams that would permeate your head directly, and in this way everybody would get a buzz on without technically speaking breaking the law. But they're not really used for their intended purpose much anymore. It's more of a nostalgia thing that they're kept around in clubs. So let's grab one more item, and we'll get back to calls after that. Anytime now. Oh, this is an orange.
Served!
Is there a food?
Well, there was, now it's in the
Is there a
stairs.
food? Yes, it's in my face.
Is there another food?
There are some near your face. There's like your cake, man, and some other cake.
Is there some non-dessert food?
Nope.
There's juice upstairs. And
Morgan?
we made coffee and
There's
tea.
oranges.
Auto cannibalism
Yeah, no,
is-
stay away from
is-
my arm. I
is
want it.
always an option. I can't stress this
Ring.
enough.
You can
Hello,
never
you're on the show.
Really get rid of those toes. No matter how hard you try. So just
Dear Dr. Bird, I'm wondering, I've lost my left leg. And I
That's a
can't
shame.
find where I left it. Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, did you try next to your right leg?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, we get this question about 4 or 5 times a day. So,
Thanks! You're so swell. You
Keep-
know that you're... Have you ever, really looked at your hand? Like, really looked at it?
I can't see your expression.
Have you ever looked at your hand on
Oh, there we go.
You're
Someone
really...
screenshot the ever-loving crap out of that.
You're
What?
You're a really, really pretty man.
who are you? I am freaking out. 15 years in radio, and I've never seen anything quite as messed up as this. I'm gonna put that right away.
How much do you see in radio?
What?
Oh, are we not allowed to commentate?
Burp.
I'll take those as a yes.
That's my commentate.
Bye!
Yeah.
Dr. Derp,
Yeah.
Dr. Derp, I saw your show on the TV.
No, you didn't.
I know, you're a radio show. Why am I seeing you on my TV?
Did you have maintenance done on your entertainment system recently?
I had them come in to calibrate the colors.
Yeah, they messed that up pretty bad. I'm just putting that right out there. There's,
Your face is in all 4 corners of my television set.
see that seems unlikely. Are you sure it's not like, I don't know, Satan? I hear he leaks in through like faulty cable lines occasionally.
He has your voice.
Well, that's we call that residual self-image. I saw it in a movie once. It was not the greatest movie. I'll level with you, but yeah,
It's Derpovision.
Could
Derpo
it be
vision.
the 8th dimension again?
it is the 8th dimension.
Oh, well, that answers nothing. Goodbye.
Cool. I think we've got time for a few more calls. How long? We didn't actually start timing this, so I don't know how much.
We have about another Probably a
But we
minute and
are
a half.
so close
Cool.
to 776. I think we
Ooh.
made the second 15 minutes. So
All right. Well, we'll
Go
have
for
to
it.
We
kick
will
it up
go
a notch.
till 4:10 then.
Cool. Well, you just tell me when I gotta wind it down. So, we
Dear
will take.
Dr. Derp.
Hi.
Hello. If a train is leaving Chicago at 8 a.m. at 30 miles per hour, and another train leaves New York at 10 p.m. the previous day at 50 miles per hour, when will they be robbed?
They won't because they'll both derail at the same time, and yeah, that's it's very tragic. A lot of lives lost that way. Sometimes life just isn't fair.
Ring, ring.
You're on the air.
Hi, I kind of donated all my money, so I don't have any booze left. I'm wondering what I should drink.
Oh, we're gonna have fun with this.
My club soda or my eardrops?
You have these two items. Is there
They're the only things I own, man.
are there any other liquids in the house?
Besides inside me? No.
No, that we can work with that. Do you have a bucket? Any sort of like container?
I guess I could.
Preferably plastic. Ceramic's gonna be no good for stomach acid.
Yeah, I think I could find one.
Cool. All right. So, do you have this bucket present?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to look directly into the bowl,
Okay.
and I want you to think like a black. Friday, you gotta get down on Friday. Works every time. So, you're gonna want to pour your club soda into that. You know, just give it
All
little.
of it?
Yes.
All 14 gallons?
Yes. Most definitely.
All right. What next?
Do you have a bathtub?
No. It's only this room.
Can you make one?
I,
Hardwood or carpets?
hardwood. Of
Okay.
course.
Get an axe. Do you have an axe?
No.
Use the edge of your hand. Just like karate chop it until the boards break and you get a sort of a roughly bath-shaped area.
Pretend you're Jimi Hendrix.
Or inside your hand.
Ow!
Slow you down. You're the best around.
I don't think my head works anymore.
You have a spare hand, right?
What just happened there? We didn't put anybody on hold. Although, you know what, I think
Montage. You
I'm-
went to montage.
Oh, okay. While you're doing that, I am actually going to put you on hold, and we've got some lovely on hold music for you. My on hold music seems to have dropped the ball. I love this song. Cool. How you doing?
I broke my other hand now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Do you have a bathtub yet?
I have 2 broken hands and no bathtub.
Well, I just don't think you're you called me. Do you want me to help or not? Are you gonna make excuses, or are you gonna,
Cold as ice.
Are you-
Objectivist derp.
are you gonna, you just gotta bootstrap yourself up sometimes.
What else can I use?
Legs.
How can you bootstrap yourself without hands? There's
That's
nothing to grab the bootstraps.
that's not my problem.
They
That-
just dangle, man.
That really sounds like a poor person problem. So, yeah, let's here, just start axe kicking the ground.
They're dangling, man.
That's a shame. Well, like,
You're gonna leave me dangling?
why can't you just get some money out of your daddy's trust fund?
And that needs
I did.
hands, man. And now I don't even have hands.
Next thing you're gonna tell me you don't have any caviar or like crystal. It's just like you're like those jerks, occupying Wall Street right now. It's unacceptable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, here I'm gonna shuffle you off to the side. You call me back when you have a bathtub. We'll get back to your beverage. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Derp. This is Dr. Somebody out there. I'm not convinced
How
you're a real
dare you?
doctor.
How
Do
dare you
do-
compete with me?
Do you have any proof of your qualifications?
My qualifications are loaded in a drawer upstairs, and I'll come over and share them with you anytime.
Yes, violence, the tool of the uneducated.
It's like, go read some books.
I've read plenty of books, Tolstoy.
Here, I'll get my credentials out right now.
Ah,
Are you watching the show? I know it's on radio, but apparently if you have it screwed up, you can see it anyway. These are my credentials, and I'd love to come over and show them to you.
You've got at least 6 of them, right?
Yeah, no, this has 18 doctorates. And
The chamber.
18 doctorates plus a master's I'm working on. I got this at the University of Austria. So, if you'd
Are you threatening me, sir?
oh no, I'm promising you. You know,
This is why the uneducated and
you intellectual guys are all the same. You're just like, prove it, prove it, prove it. You can't take anything on faith. It's, why do you hate freedom so much?
because freedom isn't free. I paid my
Freedom is super free. I had my freedom paid for. Why can't you?
Well, I had scholarships. So I mean, I
Look,
guess there's-
go out to your local chapters or whatever peasant bookstore you get your stuff from and pick up a copy of Atlas Shrugged. You read that from cover to cover, and then you'll stop making, crybaby stories, and you'll start, turning $1 million a day.
Don't forget your
I
free tote bag.
say,
Not listening. What a tweezot. I heard that there's a tweezot is actually the term for somebody who sucks farts out of a dead budgie.
ring, ring,
How is that a thing?
I didn't come up with it.
ring, ring.
Hello.
That's not a good enough
Dr.
reason.
Derp, I'm chained to a desk in a cookie factory. You gotta help me.
What kind of cookies?
I think they're fortune cookies.
Ooh.
They're like, there's rolls of paper and they're printing it out.
Okay. How about you crack one open? Maybe it'll give you some advice on what to do.
Okay, here. Okay, I've got one. It says duck.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Quack, quack.
Welp. I would be pretty distressed if I got a fortune cookie in a Chinese restaurant that just said duck.
What a majestic creature.
I would stand there thinking about it. And then I'd get decapitated. I was like, are they talking about this special tonight? Or like, is there a guy coming over here with like a sword to,
You are the special.
I am special.
No, you're the special.
Oh, you're going to eat me,
Yes, there'll
cannibalism.
be another special tomorrow. You're not that special.
So many cannibals.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hello, is this Dr. Derp?
Nope. But,
Why
I can...
not? You've got to help me.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
See,
okay.
I've been on Celebrity Jeopardy lately, and I just can't get any points.
Well, you see, when Alex Trebek asks you the questions, you answer them accurately, and then he, walks over and he gives you...
Alex Trebek is not asking me any questions.
Are you sure you're on Jeopardy? Describe your surroundings.
I'm in a room.
Okay.
And there's,
Jeopardy has a room.
there's a lot of lights.
Jeopardy has lights.
How many like
And there are more than 4 lights.
Yeah, Jeopardy... No, it still sounds kind of like
There's at least
Jeopardy.
5.
Okay, keep going. What else is in the room? Is there...
I have a pen.
Okay, you've got a pen. Still sounds like Jeopardy. Is there an audience?
There are 4.
Is there an audience in here?
No.
Yes.
Okay, seems still okay. It's some sort of game show. Are you standing behind a podium or lectern?
Yes, there's some wood in front of me.
Can you look at can you raise your view by about 10%?
Sure.
Do you still see wood?
It's everywhere.
I did not realize you were that well endowed.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
There's a lot of things I'm probably not going to want to find out about you. So, we're still back to the question of whether you're standing at a podium or lectern. It's Describe to me what it looks like.
There's a man on the floor here with 2 broken hands. He's trying to kick the floor or something.
Hank, can I just put you on hold for 1 second? Let's go back to our other call. Hello.
Why are there so many people around me?
How you doing with that floor?
I can't get it. I just can't. And now I have a broken leg too.
Is there an ugly sounding guy near you?
Yeah, he kind of smells.
Does he look confused?
What did I say about racial slurs?
And is he holding a cell phone?
Yes, why?
Okay, that's we're getting somewhere here. I'm just gonna put you back on hold. Hey, so
can you help me or not?
Oh, I totally can. What you're gonna do is you're gonna help that guy with the floor.
How do I do that?
Just do what he does, only better.
That doesn't look too hard.
Oh no.
But how will I win at Jeopardy?
No, we will get to that. Jeopardy is something that you have to go through a lot of procedure to be successful at.
I don't think that's in the rules.
Have you read them recently? They're always changing.
I have to read them every time. They keep putting them back in front of me.
Yeah, well, yeah. My suggestion is that you help the gentleman on the floor with his task.
What do you want me to do then?
Ow, my other leg!
He's running out of body parts.
That's a shame. He's trying to build a bathtub, you see.
Should I kick him?
That sounds like a great idea. I think that
it might encourage him.
Yes, you should. He lacks motivation.
Ow! Why are you kicking me?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of fun doing that.
Cool. Well, what I think we're gonna do is continue following this young gentleman on the floor. So maybe you can give him a rest from. What the heck was that?
Oh shit!
Oh, hello.
It's the derp fighting police.
What's
What's
going on? Hello.
Ring.
Hi, is this the DerpLine?
Yes.
This is Corporal Sam Fisher.
I'm glad that you're so familiar with your own name.
With the Derp police here.
Do you have a speech impediment?
Only when I have such a confused...
How did you get this job?
Don't be stealing my stick, boy.
Listen, sir.
Are you all in the same room?
Woo! My spleen!
I think I scored a point.
Quick, fight before the cops get here!
We are here.
Finish him!
All right, so we have a very odd situation here, sir.
I bet you do. Wait. No, I forgot to mention that I'm a psychic. I'm seeing a cripple next to some splintered wood and a very confused fat guy kicking him and ranting about a game show that he's not actually
Hold
on.
him down. Thank you.
Oh. So, sound accurate?
Yes, they also both have your number as their last dialed number on their phone.
Cool story, bro.
Is this many liquid supposed to be coming out of me?
Can someone take him to the ambulance, please? Thank you.
Woo!
Get those reporters and hippies out of here.
Woo! Ambulance!
So, I'm just wondering if you can maybe shed some light on the situation here.
I sure can. Can we bring up the Source 4 Parcan?
They say the what?
The Source 4 Parcan. Are you in the tech booth? If not, why not?
Because I'm on my phone.
You need to walk. Okay, you need to walk up the aisle, and there's going to be a little box at the back with some very confused-looking guys who have had way too much coffee.
Oh, okay. All right.
No such thing.
Go in there and point your gun at them, and tell them to bring the house lights to 100%.
All right, guys, turn the lights up. Yeah, yeah.
My God, my eyes!
Ta-da!
Oh God, it's horrible.
There are definitely more than 4 lights.
You see
Gag
what,
him as well.
you see what I did there?
Listen, this is not the time to be trying to interfere with an investigation with an officer of the law. I meant, if you provide an explanation of what happened. They both called you, and they both have seemed to be raving about a Dr. Derp. So.
Like I said, cool story, bro. Did you know I'm a real doctor? I went to school for it.
I see. We're gonna come down to the station, and I think we're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, you're gonna try. Have you seen where my station is?
Only on Google Maps.
Oh, did they add that?
Yeah, it's like it's very.
So that was the street view camera that drove past the castle. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be there in probably an hour.
I won't.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, I'll have a few preparations I need to make on this end, so I'll see you when I see you.
All right, thank you very much.
Excuse me. Well, I think I have some of this club to deal with. In the meantime, I'm going to see what I can see. We have a new function in here where I can actually just look directly into the raw, unfiltered internet, which is pretty exciting. And that's he's making the spooling sound. So I'm gonna look into. That's pretty cool. Do some drugs. That's a great idea. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Do half the drugs? Do an arbitrary chunk of drugs, please.
That's half an hour.
Do an arbitrary chunk. That is a half an hour?
That's what I was giving you the...
Oh, I see. Well, we'll wind this down with a couple more. You can't... What?
Yeah, this means to keep it going, keep it going.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm going the opposite way.
Genius.
That's not how it works.
Laddie, I do not think that even he can help you.
I work with
DerpLine.
top men. Top men. So let's grab, I don't know, one more caller, and then we're gonna go study.
Are you going to apply your credentials?
All right.
Oh yeah, like there's one textbook at the top of my list.
Ring, ring.
Hi.
Dear Dr. Derp,
Yeah.
how do I defeat Alex Stacy in a banjo duel?
In a banjo duel.
I've been practicing, you I don't think anyone can beat me, but I'm still worried he might, just a little bit.
It sounds like you're managing just fine.
See, just listen to this awesome riff here. Yeah. See how's that?
You got a pretty mouth.
This is me playing with my hand and my guitar.
Why don't you drop them drawers?
You're making me very uncomfortable.
Squeal.
All I know is, how do I defeat him in a banjo duel?
Well, you seem to be managing just fine. As I say in any sort of duel, if you really want to win, cheat. So, banjo.
Glock?
No, that's just boring. There must be something more subtle. How many strings are on a banjo?
4.
Or sometimes 5.
4? Sometimes 5, you say. Well, that 5th string is going to be what wins you this challenge, because it's not actually going to be a string. It's going to be a very very surreptitiously concealed arrow launcher. Because your 5th string isn't actually going to play any
So
notes.
is this a cross banjo?
It's going to play them out of life.
Oh, okay.
Or the
Got
opposite
it.
of a life.
Yeah, so you get about, I don't know, an 8-gram crossbow bolt. You just sort of like wedge it in there, draw it back really tight. You may need to adjust it. Get that A sharp right in there. And just, if he gets a little too up in your grill, just let her rip.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've done everything I've needed.
Good Banjo.
All right, thank you very much.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Well, that's been our show for today, and I think I'm going to pass you back to Desert Bus, which is my direct competitor. Oh yes, I am going to have to review my thesis, of course. So, with a tear in either eye, I must say thank you for watching, and good night.
This has been 109.9 The Derp, brought to you by Nick Johnson and Spandex Cameras. We see you. Thank you, and good night.
A subsidiary of Crows Incorporated.
Woo!